Hello and welcome back to 7 Days to Die. So I managed to get back home and drop off all my stuff, which is good. Okay, that did load in. But I dropped off the stuff. That gun, I believe, is maxed out, so I do have a 600 pistol, which will be good to use really anytime. I'm just gonna save it for now. Figured I'd come back to town and loot more. Hey! 446 Magnum cylinder. That's not bad. Honestly, wasn't expecting much out of this little church. See, I feel like churches like this should be a POI just out in the middle of nowhere. Instead of one that's in town. Yeah, I was trying to think of what to do today since we're creeping up on Horde Night. It's little under, well, almost a little over 2 days away at this point. I never use flaming arrows. I never find them to be useful. It's one of those things where, like, the concept is cool, but the execution is just kinda meh. This place sounds busy. Oh, there's where apparently all the zombies are. Please stop. That's something I noticed is kind of weird. One zombie can make the sounds of what seems like 4. Granted, it's a very minor complaint, but it's just something I noticed. Yeah, I figured I'd just loot a bit more, because I can't really make a trip anywhere just yet. And of course, I'm concerned that I'll end up taking too long, and as a result, be either stranded during Horde Night, or run out of fuel and be stranded. So I figure I'll try to collect a bit more fuel, and then make a trip, because in the end, my plan is to go really far. As close to the other edges of the map as I can get. Well, good thing I haven't brought all the beer home yet. Let me just chuck all this into the pile. And what's in the mystery box? Nothing. I'm hoping there's something of value here. I know there's, I think, a gun safe, so it's not really going to beat a 600 pistol, but something of use will be nice. And I'm not ready to go into Hub City yet. like I said last episode, I believe it was last episode, I need to make my little fob. So I've got to get around to doing that. So that's going to be... That's time I have to take out to do that. Then I have to make sure that when I do the fob, I have enough cobblestone, because I'm making cobblestone instead of wood. You can do that. Base design is wood. It's just... It's dangerously close. And I'm worried if I get chased back to my base, that something will be able to bust its way through wood really easy. I also want to get an engine, because I need to make a cement mixer. Because if I can make a cement mixer, then I can upgrade my base further. It's not really necessary, since it can withstand damn near anything thrown at it, but if I can do it, I might as well do it. Oh. I always forget I can come in through the back door and not have to bust doors down. Can I reach you? No? Alright, let's see if I can make a wood frame and get up there. So if I can swipe those, Really? I can't take the lights? Oh, that sucks. I really wanted free lights. Because these spotlights would be great for the base. But of course, can't get those. Why is this door here? Just a thought, why? Like, having a door on a wall that just ends and you can go around is kind of like in all the like cowboy movies or really any Western movie, where they have a saloon with those doors that only block essentially where your torso would be. And it's like, why would you even have a door at that point? Stuff's still getting in. Either have a full door or no door. Having a half door just seems pointless. It's not like it's able to keep out some form of floating thing that remains at chest height at all times. Oh, I also have to expand the farm, since I have the ability to make beer. I need to... I'm essentially going to double the size of the farm. We're just going to throw the poop. But that's another big not really big project, but a project that's going to take time. And I'll just do that, like everything else, off screen. You don't need to watch me dig up dirt. You know, I'll show you the aftermath, essentially. But it's otherwise not that eventful of a thing. Still waiting on the next update, though. I say it every episode. I sound like a broken record, but I'm just really looking forward to next update so I can actually do something a little bit more useful. Because even though it screws with the skill system to the point where I don't like it, it does give power. And it actually makes me need to use the science skill. God, drawing a blank. Shows you how important the science skill is when you can't even remember it exists. And locked door. What? This is just a back door, I think. Yeah, this is just a back door. I'm gonna bust it. Yep. Yeah, I called it, but damn, that deer spooked me. That's interesting. Keep saying it though, 5 years as a alpha and you still have crap like that kinda astounds me. If you can port your game to consoles, you're no longer alpha. Yeah, here's the gun save. Should be right... I didn't mean to destroy that chair, but whatever. Wait, I get leather from those? Okay, I just learned something. I'm gonna have to obliterate... I don't really need to, but I'm gonna obliterate those chairs when I see them then. Because that's just free leather. I can take the chairs, but they're not really useful. Clothing, yeah, gun safe. But my inventory's full. So I'm gonna go chuck all of this, bust this open, bust that open, and you will see none of it thanks to the magic of editing. Okay, got the safe open, got the door open, and... I don't care, I'm selling it. And decent pistol parts I can repair with or sell. I need to remember to go to these, since I can buy a bunch of stuff. And I can buy a bunch of food and all that, and it's not a bad idea. Oh, I saw a thing I thought was kind of funny. People were complaining about the whole concept of YouTube, like, why are people getting paid money to play video games? Or to do just, like, essentially do whatever. Saying, oh, like, this is the ultimate form of decadence, and all this stuff. But I realized you can make that argument about anything. You know, why do football players, American or, you know, international football, soccer, get paid millions of dollars to play a sport? Why not you go out and play the sport? What's the difference? And there really isn't. It's just showing that these places have advanced to such a point where they're... I would essentially consider them a post-industrial society. We've reached the point where we don't need everybody... Oh, you. Stop. Oh, where'd you come from? I seriously didn't see him anywhere. I heard him, but... But as I was saying, it's more of we've surpassed that need for everyone to go into, you know, mining and industry in that sense, and can go towards more entertainment-oriented things. And I think that's a good sign for a society, since it's essentially saying, hey, we've progressed this far. But in general, I just find it kind of funny to complain, you know, why are these people doing this when they could be doing, you know, anything else? It's like, why do we pay athletes millions of dollars, but, you know, scientists don't get as much? Why don't we fund NASA more? Why wouldn't we want to go into space sooner? Or, well, back into space. Why do you keep showing up? My dude. Stat. I don't know why these guys are... I think it might be because I'm hitting arms, but... that's still strange that these guys are that durable. 501 pants. Ooh. Does that railing taste good, buddy? Huh? Is it yummy? Who sees me? Yeah, just me thinking out loud. Random thoughts. Nah, I'll take them. Alright, I think I'm gonna clear out... You know what, we'll hit this little house, then probably drop off whatever I have, hit the poppin' pills, and I think that'll be good for now. Part because of, you know, trying to set up a good episode length, and part because that box is getting full and I don't feel like having 2 drop-off boxes. At that point I need to go actually drop crap off. Unless I already hit this place. Okay, looks like we're adding another place onto the list, because that place is already clear. Actually, no, this place is gonna take longer, because I remember... there's, like, there's essentially the pharmacy's drug storage area, and that's got a door that separates it, so it's more time to hack through it. I think there's a safe. There's a good amount of crap in here. What's my inventory looking like? Good enough. I'm actually gonna have to run back. I'll admit it's funny when I see people complain about, like, decadence in society, and they compare it to Rome. And I'm just sitting here thinking, you mean Rome, the empire that spanned across pretty much all of Europe into North Africa, or at least had ties to North Africa, and was at some point so horribly corrupt, not because of individuals, or not because of the system, but because of individuals. Like, it's not the best analogy or comparison to use. If you were to compare, like, trying to find a good comparison to a decadent society, I mean, Rome's a decent example, but I don't think we really have one that feels like a one-to-one comparison. Plus, it always feels like the people complaining about, like, oh, these kids these days want to be YouTubers. it feels like those are the people who are typically the ones that are like, why don't they go do something, like, get a real job, like working in the coal mines, and it's like, yeah, but black lung, though. Granted, being a YouTuber or streamer comes with its own medical shortcomings. I know a lot of people have to deal with, like, blood clots, because they sit for too long. That, things like, trying to think of the word right now, but I can't think of it. Issue with your wrist. Carpal tunnel, that's what it is. Some people deal with carpal tunnel syndrome, vision problems. And you have to admit, when you think about YouTube as a business, it's such a big gambit. I've compared it, when talking about it, to trying to be a stand-up comedian. In some cases, it's actually some people trying to be stand-up comedians. But it's the fact that, you know, you can go to whatever comedy club you want and say, yeah, I'm a comedian, but you gotta keep hammering at it until you either succeed or say screw it. And at least with YouTube, there's the advantage of sheer size. I mean, you can get onto the site pretty much anywhere except China. So, 7 billion people on Earth, you know, remove China, that's roughly 1 billion people out of the equation. You still got, give or take, 6 billion potential people. And even when you're, like, PewDiePie has, what, almost 60 or just over 60 million subs? And he's the most subscribed person? There's a lot of people out there. It's a very large market. Man, I'm going on some wild tangents right now. That's mostly because there is nothing to talk about in here. 2 medkit or first aid kit schematics, and then just medical supplies. I mean, that blood draw kit's nice, that's more money. I will never complain about blood draw kits, considering their value. It's fantastic. Now that I think about it, I'm happy I managed to find aloe vera seeds, so that I can actually plant aloe. So if I actually want to make more med kits, I can. Yeah, I have to bust down that door to get... That doesn't help, to get into there. Another wild thought here. Not really wild in the concept of, you know, outlandish, but wild, like walk through tall grass and a Pokemon pops out, kinda wild. Zombie games are very hit and miss. Like, some people remember 5 years ago. I think it was 5 years ago. Might have been 6 now. Whatever, it's been a while. The Dead Linger. That game had potential. Granted, a lot of the assets were merely placeholder, and they changed engines so many times. Oh, excuse me. Changed engines so many times that they ended up not really having a solid plan. And they ended up burning all their funding. But the general idea I thought was really good. Hey, another chemistry station. If I needed that, that'd be fantastic. But I don't. I'm gonna drop crap off and just take that. I think that's worth money. If not, I'll just shove it in my house. I could actually... What I could do is save that and put it in... I don't really need it in the fob, though. Still could. I also kind of want to test a suggestion I got about, instead of building a second floor, building a basement and having my base in the basement. It's a novel concept. It's gonna take a while because I have to bust through asphalt, but with enough pickaxes I should be able to clear it, build, and not have an issue. Should I hit that little shack? We'll see how it is in here first. My train of thought's completely derailed, so whatever I was saying I've completely forgotten. Right, that. And base builder. Yeah, I'll probably go for the basement build. We'll see how it pans out. Chemistry workstation. How much are you worth? No sale price. Okay, so you're going in my house. Yay, more things to break open. I'll bust this open, see if there's a safe, and then, if need be, bust it open, then, as usual, be back. I always forget how fast it is, since I don't have crappy tools anymore. Oh, and I found the mining helmet in a car, next to the Brother Theater. Yeah, zombie games have been real hit and miss. And it doesn't seem like any major company is willing to step up and do a full-fledged zombie survival game. I mean, there's... what is it? I can't even remember what it is. It's a zombie game that's coming out. It's for the PlayStation. Shows you how unremarkable it is. I can't even remember. I cleared out every one of these little places, didn't I? Well, I want to clear one more place out, because I don't really have the space. We'll check the cars. Cleared. Did I clear every car? I mean, kudos on me for being very diligent about this. There we go. Full up. Found feathers. It's gonna suck trying to drag all this back, though. The distance isn't bad, it's just... it's a lot of stuff. We haven't even hit that hotel yet. Actually, I don't know if that's a hotel or an apartment complex. I think it's a hotel, but it might as well just be an apartment complex to me. Yeah, it's the hotel. Now that I think about it, because it says on the front. But then, of course, the apartments... I find that building in Hub City, and it looks like crap. I vividly remember it looks like crap, because the stairwells to go up each floor are the narrowest stairwells I've ever seen. Like, you can guarantee it violates a fire code. Please take my goods. And that isn't a euphemism. They must be in the garage, beating on crap. But I am going to call it here. If you enjoyed this episode, please make sure to hit the like button. It helps out a lot. If you are new, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.